Right. I get that. And hi, this is Aerolus. Welcome. We're going to be streaming Banished because I'm teaching my friend how to play. Let me change my stuff here. Okay. Right. Yes, you need I can't spell. Survival. Okay. Done. Alright. I had to fix that. Alright, so, um, the first thing you do is pause the game. Or that's the first thing I do. Right? Which is that clock. You click the clock and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to be navigating kind of weird because it won't let me screen scroll or side scroll. But all right, so this is where I started, right? And I can't tell. All right, so to bring up the mini map, that is this button right here. All right, and you see how far I am from the river? We ain't starting here. So we're gonna quit. That was a terrible place to start. Oh yeah, yeah. No, so I just like this. This is a lot of the time what I end up doing is for the first 10 minutes is just loading the game and seeing if it ended up in a place that's decent because I just need it to be near the water, right? Like I don't need it to be near a lot of water, just the river. That's it, you know. I'm not even worried about fisheries. It's a trading post that I want. And because we've got the colonial charter mod going on, right? You build a different trading post than you normally would. Like you don't build the big, huge trading post. Oh, pause the game. So you go right here and pause. And I think those are Jersey. Huh? Huh? Oh, well. Oh, and see, I landed right next to the river this time. So I will be starting here. The other thing I do, I think it's yeah, page down makes it more of a straight down view, right? And then page up will give you like if you zoom in, you'll be looking at your dudes closer, and page down, it's easier to build roads with it, with more of a top down view. But the first thing I do is I go over here to roads, which is that wheel, and I get dirt road because it doesn't cost anything. Don't build too many roads first because this is the first thing that they're going to do is build this road. They're not going to do anything else until they get this road built, right? So you only build the one road and you only build a little bit of it because they will screw you building that road. And then you want to right here next to your it's just going over here from this coast over here to like right there. It's just enough that we can go over here to the field, the food production, and then do a crop field, and then we are going to make this crop field be 7 by 14. Because 7 by 14 is the amount that one guy can handle by himself. And then I'm going to go and make another one. They can't handle anything more than 7 by 14 by themselves. If you make it bigger than that, because you can make it 30 by 30 or some shit like that, right? And if you do that, you have to put a lot of guys on there, right? And then we got cows, so we're going to tell them to... Do you not have the Colonial Charter mod? What does yours look like? Oh, yours are just... I've got like way more than that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I got 16 right there. Yeah, they're... okay, I was going to say, are you sure? Because there's almost always livestock. Okay. Alright, so my little flock thing, or my thing for my animals here, I usually make it like 15 by 15 for the first one, so that it's not too big for them to get it done before the animals are too old to reproduce. Right? Because these things age. Right? And then we've actually got food. So the first... Mm-hmm. That one's pretty big. That eats up a lot of our screen. But we could swap it to that one. No, I don't like that one. Okay, this one you don't always need. This one... yeah. Yes, okay. I give myself no fucking usable space on the screen. Okay, they're fun. Okay. Right. I'm gonna tell them to clear this area out right here. Which they'll get to eventually. Right? And then the absolute cheapest houses to build, and smallest, are the... yeah, 7 by 14. I did 15 by 15. Oh, and I... yeah, standard pasture with the fence around it and everything. And then I forgot to put in an orchard. I like to put in the dense orchard because it seems to just work better. It's not a bad idea because they reproduce rather quickly. Did that not put that in? Okay, it did. Mm-hmm. I haven't put in the forester yet. I, I would go over to your forester. Go over to your... well, I was going to say, go over there to the building and hit the pause button on it. Right? Okay. So the only thing you really want to build right now are your farms because you're in spring right now. I don't know if you see it up there. If you've got my thing open still, I killed like most of my usable screen space with UI, right? But normally I'm playing this on a 75 inch, so this doesn't really matter. A lot of the time I have to make my UI bigger so that I can read all of this. But this professions thing that I've got up here at the top, right? These yeah, I didn't want the scrollable version since I'm doing the whole streaming thing, right? But if you look over here to the left, that very first box that I've got over here that's got Henniga, that's the name of my town, right? That shows you how many people you've got in your town right now. So that first box shows you that there are 10 kids and 12 adults and no teenagers or students, right? On the when you open it up, it's this very first box. Shows general statistics about the town. But it'll show how much wood you've got. It shows how much stone you have. Shows how much stored iron, firewood, minerals and ores, tools. Which tools are going to be one of the things that you need to build pretty quickly, right? Yeah. Once we get the food up, tools is directly the next thing you have to get up. Otherwise, everybody will starve to death. Well, let me phrase. You do food, and then you do uh, firewood, and then you do tools. So I'm gonna unpause mine, and we'll see how it goes, and kick it up to 5. 10 is the fastest, and if that's too fast for you to play on, that's completely understandable because it gets out of hand really fast. I told them to clear a big space above the road, yeah. So they're going to bring back food and everything else. And I am going to tell them to build some houses where they're in the process of this, or we won't have any kids. F changes the color, R changes the rotation. I think you only need 5 or 6 houses to begin with. Make sure you assign at least. Huh. I was gonna say, make sure you assign at least one guy to being a builder. Generally, I would get 2, right? Or nothing will get built. Yeah, if you go to your houses, and you know how you got this big long list, like crazy ass list of houses, and then you got New England. Do you have anything called a New England colonial set? It'll have like a Christmas tree with a little house underneath it. I must have a. I must have a different version of this than you do. Yes. No, the plain ass wooden house, the tiny shack is fine. The log cabin is fine. The tiny shack, if you don't have a whole lot of resources, the tiny shack, build that bitch just so you got a place for your people to live because it'll keep them from starving and freezing to death. And that's the only way they can have kids. Keep in mind, every time you build a house, your population is going to go up. It's one of the only games I've ever seen that does it. go over here to stockpiles, regular stockpile. Okay, cows. Oh, I've got milk cows. That's what those are. Cool. Arrows. Like, yes, they need to be able to get to the road. It can be either, as long as it's not obstructed. It doesn't have to be exact. I still have homeless people. I've gotten 4 houses built so far. And they won't build this, Oh, I have no firewood. I have to build the firewood guy. I don't know where your firewood guy is. Mine is called a sawmill. It should be in the button that says refined resources. You don't? Do you have anything called a? Do you have a sawmill? Is that an option? Yeah. If you can build the sawmill, not the water wheel sawmill, just the regular sawmill, build one of those instead. They cost a lot in wood, but they can employ more guys. Yeah. Mine's just called a sawmill. Does yours have to be built on the water? That sucks. Then go with the other one. The lumber yard. Why? Yeah, you may need the other mod. Let me save. Well, let me save mine, and I'll tell you what version that I have of this mod. Right? Uh, I have version 1.76 Journey. When you go to the workshop, right? Hang on, let me open up Steam here. Go to workshop, and then honestly, I bet if you hit see all 1466 items, and then put most subscribed, and let's see what we get here. Colonial Charter Journey, right there. It's on the 4th row. You don't want to mix it with any other mods, really, because it's got so much stuff in it, right? Yeah, you just hit subscribe, and then it'll download it. Yeah, and then you've got your thing set to where you can use beta, or where you can use mods, right? Okay, cool. So whenever you go to your shit, we may have turned that on you. We may have turned that on years ago, because I mean you've played this shit for years. So, but once you get to, you know what I mean. I played it before it was on Steam. Yeah, no, I don't know what I've got in it on Steam. Let me see what it says. On Steam, it says that Oh, 700. Uh, Journey. Yeah. So whenever you're on your mods page, right? Okay, yeah. Make sure you got the right one turned on. Now I don't have no homeless people no more. So yay. The nifty thing about this one is that uh, blacksmith, um, is that it makes things a little bit easier, right? This version of it does. That Journey version or the fucking, the other version you had, New Frontier, it's fine. All the stuff that's in New Frontier is here in Journey, right? It's just different settings that you go and pick from. There at the start a map screen, right? Because you can like go search for the golden llama or some shit like that. Like you can turn it into like a uh huh. Nice. Oh, I didn't even. Nice. Those give skins. Well, yeah, they give meat, but one of the things that they give is skins. Yeah, makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? But yeah, those little houses, yeah, build you like two little farm fields, right? Yeah, build the road. You don't actually have to build the road. I just build the road because OCD. I have to slow mine down because I've been talking to you and not paying attention. I'm gonna get these people. I don't have a lot of food. Okay, so that thing we were talking about. All right, I am going to take a road and drag it down here. Like, I don't know, like right there. Now, I do wish that the ghost of the road that you build would be a bit more visible, right? They don't. Oh, also, may I suggest a tip and as a thing here? Your forester, when you put it in, right? This version you can put in like an apple forester. So this guy just grows apple trees, right? And then you put your gatherer across the street from him, and guess what he finds in the forest? Fucking apples. A- Apples. Like he's constantly picking up apples that the apple forester. Yeah. I gotta put in a hunter. Uh, the apiary you put in town. Like put it in town. It's not one of those that you stick out in the woods with the forester and stuff. The tidal pool put on a lake, right? Don't put it on a river or something because it kind of blocks stuff. I'm I'm just looking at the stuff in the raw food gathering page, right? That hunting blind. The hunting blind is super cheap to build, and it's not actually that hard to get those reeds because as they're clearing the forest, they'll just accidentally pick that shit up, right? So, and your gatherer, and my dog wants to go outside. Hang on, I'll be right back. My dog's sitting there staring at me. Like a child of the corn. My dog's really old. for the stream. Sorry. Dog's really old. She just kind of just was sitting. Abby was totally just sitting there staring at me next to the back door. Wasn't saying a damn thing. Abby would have already like tried to. Abby would have already like, or Kiki would have already like tried to poke a hole through the glass with her fingernail. You know. Okay, so I have 10 laborers. I am screwed personally. Right? Because I haven't played this game in a while either. And the game that I normally play, that I have to expound upon people that this is not the same thing as that, right, is Forest Village. Because Forest Village and Banished look very, very similar, but they are two completely different fucking games. You know? I think I need 4 more houses. If you go and you look at your houses once you've built them and have been playing for a second, you know, once they get through all the little farms and fields and stuff made, go back and look at your houses. Because if you've got a house with like mom and dad and then like a whole bunch of freaking teenagers, right? Then you're going to have a population problem in a couple of years because they don't have houses to go move into to go have their own lives and families and stuff, right? And that starts being a problem real fast. What is this? Oh, the sawmills. Okay, cool. We don't have any firewood yet. Luckily, you know, you put it on very mild climate, right? So it never gets super, super cold here. Like, it's only 26, you know. But this one is... Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's not awesome, but I mean, it's better than, like, the negative 13 and stuff that I've seen on, like, regular. Like... I'm doing it in slow speed at the moment because trying to... I would have put relearning the game on the tag for this one too. The blind leading the blind. That would be a great tag. Um, yeah, I know, right? Alright, I do know that you need a, the granary. You're going to need a bunch of them eventually, right? Stockpiles I usually do in 6x6 sizes, right? Because a lot of the buildings, 6x6 seems to just, it fits in real well, you know. I'm building houses. I'm just building the other houses. And I need to put in another farm. Oh, yeah, no, I'm in early winter 1. You restarted. I didn't. Of 1. Yeah. I'll tell him to... Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but on that, the button on the main thing there, tools and reports, right? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 button from the left. Huh. Yeah. Increase priority. If they're not building a building as fast as you'd like them to, go click that button and then I swear, they say it doesn't matter, you only have to do it once, but I swear doing it like a crazy person really makes it work better. I don't know why. Yeah, I was highlighting a farm that I wanted them to hurry up and build. I actually did not adhere to my own rule. Normally, because I do not have a trade post built, you see how these houses are different colors, right? Normally, when I'm playing this for my own role playing benefit, these houses were all going to be white, right? Because we don't have access to paint yet because we haven't been able to trade with anyone yet. So, how do we have paint? So, all the houses are white, you know. Oh, gotta let my dog back in. She's out there yelling at me. And my other dog's watching to make sure I let the dog in. Cause, um, somebody grew up. So, like, I need them to hurry up and build. Yep. I don't have any homeless people yet. These assholes are out here doing a great job of cutting down on these rocks and trees I asked them to cut down. And it's like, could you, like, do some other stuff instead? You know? Because I don't have any empty jobs. Like, could this do better? Could... Oh, when you click on the buildings, like the my standard pasture, for example, right? If you look at it on the stream, right? You see this bullseye target button? Not that one. This one right here. Uh, if you click that, it will show you what they've done this season, right? And then, like, right now it's winter time, so in spring this will flip over to here, and it'll start showing what they're doing this season again, right? And it'll show how much they did the previous season. Like, currently we've only gotten 150 so far, and you just hit it again to close it. Huh? Yeah. But that's on a... I am out of space to store stuff again. Because I'm always out of space to store stuff right here at the beginning. Later on, I run straight up out of everything. But right now, I have too much stuff. You know. Actually, let's tell... we've got... the farm... Oh, let's go ahead and grow some more kale. Because we love kale. Let's go ahead and add another farmer. No, I have 3. I have 3 farms. Uh, these right here are sawmills. Those are the sawmills. They're not built yet. They they gotta have 110 wood, and it just so happens that I have 1,000 damn wood because you know, I went and cut all this up here down, right? So yeah, I've got 1,000 wood. Hey, they built a house. It has no firewood. They're all gonna bitch about that. All right. There's a guy there, a chick there, a chick there, 2 chicks there, 2 dudes there. Alright, so somebody build this house. Yeah, I need them to, like, get the stuff done. Like, there's buildings down here I need them to build. We're just not, you know, getting stuff done as quickly as I would like. You're probably You're probably doing fine. Is anybody starving yet? My reserve of food is low too. It's late winter. They're about. My low is 18, I think's what that says. Hey, baby, what you doing? Sorry it took me so long to respond. I really need to move that chat box. Let me do that now. Let's move that over here. There we go. And then we'll scoot that way. And then we'll reload the page. And I should be able to see people talking to me now. There we go. Did it reload? I don't know. We'll find out. Resume. It says it's still pushing. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, they're taking forever to build the orchard, because I've got them building an orchard also, and they are taking 9 forevers to build that. It is under Refined Resources, Construction. It is the 3rd button from the left. Well, here they're considered construction because it makes firewood, but it also makes lumber, right? That's why I built 2 of them, right? Hey, I can grow chestnuts. Nice. It takes them a while. Are they still trying to build roads? Yeah, they will always clear stuff first. I'm not sure why. Okay, so this thing does lumber first. You tell it to do firewood. Okay. Alright. And then we're also going to have this one. No, because it's on my phone. Well, no, it's because I couldn't. No, it's because I couldn't get the computer and Discord and OBS and everything to work together today. Like, everything was like, nah, we're not cooperating, so I'm doing Discord. The builders do not clear. The builders only, they build. And then they... Do they have the materials to build the house? That is weird. Because that is pretty strange. Normally they should have, like, hot 2 by now. How many builders do you have? Give yourself 4. How many laborers do you have? Give yourself 2 more builders, so you've got 4 builders, right? Because the laborers. So the way it works is the farmers are farmers until they don't have anything to do, and then they're laborers, right? The builders are builders until they don't have anything to do, and then they're laborers. Basically, everybody is what they are until they don't have anything to do, and then they're a laborer, right? So, if uh, like your sawmill guy runs out of wood to turn into firewood, then he will screw off and just go start cutting down trees or help clearing a field, right? Or help building a house or something like that, right? And uh, unlike other games, these people will just straight up change jobs because they like it. They just change jobs. Like, like who lives in this house? Bonnie L is a builder, right? Bonnie L the builder may eventually end up as Bonnie L the farmer because uh, just because. I don't know why. you know? And it's awesome. So, if you go do that thing I was telling you about, removal and destruction tools, right? The one that's number 7, collect wild foods, right? Go down there and select a place near your town, right? And tell it to collect wild foods. Go back to your priority button and then tell it to do that. Mm-hmm. Okay, next to the options button on the very far right at the bottom, right, is the removal and destruction tools. Okay, yeah, collect wild foods is number 7. Make it a place not far from your town, obviously, right? Uh, draw the spot, go back, get the priority tool, cover the spot that you just drew, right? And then they should go get the food. Like mine are going to get the food right now. It's not a lot, but they're going to get it, right? The faster you get your uh, forester, like now that you've got some farms, right, and you've got a place for your chickens or whatever you've got, now you go build your forester and your gatherer and your hunter and oh gee. it is it is a bit of a juggling act. You want to hear something fun? Life's Feudal's even freaking harder. Yeah, that one is a city builder. Like, whenever I started playing it, oh shit, what's it called? Forest Village. That's what it's actually called. Um, uh, whenever I started playing, or whenever I went from playing it to playing the MMO, I was totally expecting. Hi, Brian. I was totally expecting, um, uh, it to be like the city builder. And it turns out it is, except for the you have to go capture slaves, and that's really not my thing. That's why I like that other MMO that I've been playing, the Myth of Empires, right? Uh, that one I think you'd get a kick out of because it's like ancient Chinese shit, you know, and I know how you and Gavin got a thing for that stuff, right? It's not actually the. Oh, no, no, no. This one's not complicated. I'll play it in a minute. But this one's not complicated at all because it's not Suffering Simulator. It's basically go out there and collect like 400 or 500 clay. They're up and down the river. It'll take you like 20 minutes, right? It's like dailies for Warcraft, right? Or go collect like 200 iron ore, right? Or go collect some copper, or go get some wood, or go get some stone, and then like the actual things that you're building is just your house, and your house is modular, and so is your base. So you're just building all the pieces for your house, right? And then you can build it however in hell you want to. You want to build a Tower of Babel? Go for it. You want to build you can't dig down into the ground. You have to build on top of it and conform to the landscape that's already there, right? But they give you all the tools to do so, right? And oh, no, 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 it's not complicated at all. Like, you spawn, you spawn on a beach, right? And you ain't got no clothes on, but yeah, no, I do. You spawn. This game is less complicated than Warcraft, but also more. This game is different than Warcraft, because I think only like 65 people per server, so you're not dealing with a whole lot of people at one time, right? And uh, like you spawn on a beach, and your job is to like go over there and punch that tree until like in Minecraft, go punch that tree until you get enough wood, and then go like over there and kick that rock until you get enough rock, right? And then go pick that grass over there, and then now you've got a hammer and an axe and a knife and some other shit, and then you can go build yourself a house. Kind of like Minecraft, except it's pretty. It's almost exactly like Minecraft. My Minecraft was. I'm gonna have to get a that I'll stream it with you later, right? Because I was not enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself. It was fun to play, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, right? So it's just destruction, 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 destruction. But nah, nah. I don't actually need to do that with Banished because as I'm playing, it's like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this now. You know. Yeah. No, I could probably, with more patience, right? Like if you wanted to give it another try, I could probably guide you through on a start, right? That would get you going okay. If you oh, keep it slow, keep it slow. Oh no, you'll eventually get to where you're just like, I have so many goddamn people. What am I gonna do with this guy? You know, it's easy to starve, right? It is easy to starve. Like, it is time to build another farm, even though it's harvest time right now, right? I gotta build another farm. I actually need to build two of them. And we should go ahead and build another chestnut field. Well, well, this one, like I said, plays just like this plays just like Minecraft, just prettier. Right. Oh, I already built this building. I was about to build it again. Whoops. um. Mhm. Right. Oh, on this, yeah. Uh, this does this does not actually change the mechanics. This actually adds more mechanics that make life easier. It added quality of life mechanics. Like you didn't get a chance to like you didn't make it far enough, right? So, in your case, I would say probably if you play again, you should probably focus on building the forester, the gatherer, the hunter, and their associated storage buildings first, right? To be able to sustain your population. Oh yeah, no what? No, what I mean by associated storage units is a granary and a storage yard. Like the same things that everybody else uses. You just want to build them close to the forester and the gatherer and the hunter so that they don't have to go as far because then the people who actually need the stuff will just run over to their granary or storage yard and get it, right? Where instead of them having to go all the way to the middle of town to drop their stuff off and then come back to their respective workplace, which makes their efficiency go way down. You know, you want their efficiency as high as possible. So, I have hit too much firewood. Got to knock that up. These sawmills fucking work great. They work so much better than any of the other uh, forestry buildings that they've got. The different little foresters are really cool because, like I said, I put in an apple forester, right? Uh, so later on, uh, if you do decide to try the game again, there's an industry in the game. There's food. Uh, uh, there's a whole lot of different ways to refine your food and stuff. So you can make like canned fruit and canned meat and shit like that, right? And the little apple farmers and stuff like that come in handy for that, you know. Uh, it's just one of those. You're gonna fuck up several times trying to play it, right? Oh yeah, no, I get that. I get that. That's part of the reason. This one is not too real for like that for me because it's like, uh, no, I'm out of tools. Oh God, yeah. My game, my game on Myth of Empires, my character can starve to death. I keep killing my horses, by the way. I keep starving my poor horses to death. Right. My dog is back there wanting. Banished is less creepy. They ain't no jump scares in Banished, and like I said, once you actually figure out the mechanics and everything for Banished, uh, this version of it, that mod, is like having. Yeah, there. I'm talking to William on Discord. Discord is not part of the stream because my computer decided that that was not a thing that was going to happen. So if you would like to talk to William and I, we're in Discord. Yeah, William says bad words too much, so he's in Discord on my phone. I was I was trying to teach him how to play. I was trying to teach him how to play this game because he owns a copy of it. Oh, I understood what you said or what you meant. Yeah, Yeah, we bought it before it came to Steam. That's like I was given my email address to somebody the other day, and my email address is my name at gmail.com, and uh, somebody, the chick I was talking to, she was like, "How'd you get it like that?" And I was like, "Cause I'm old, baby." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, cause I'm old, honey. That's why." All right, let's slow down time here. That was not the slow down time button. Slow down time. We got some kids. Oh, labor age people. We need one house. Because you want to go through and check all your houses and make sure that you've only got just a couple of people who are laborer age living in your houses with their parents, right? Otherwise, you want them to go live on their own so that your population expands. But you don't want to build too many houses too quickly because apparently these people in Banished hate each other and they will straight up, like, ditch their wife and kids and go move into a house by themselves. So you got to be careful about that. Huh? I, I, I find it, right. I find it hilarious in this game that they're just like, yeah, nope, new house, later, new family, who this? you know? Yeah, they will totally just like ditch their family and be like, nope, I don't know you people, I'm out of here. So, we're gonna give our hunter cabin another job. And we're gonna give our forester one more job, or one more guy, and we're going to give our gatherer one more guy. Because we now have 900 food, which is still not enough. We need 3,000 food. But we ain't got that, so uh, this is what happens. You know? We have a fisherman. We got one fisherman. Probably still not enough food. But I wonder how much milk my cows are making. These are the best cows to get. Like, if you play the game, right? When you try again, eventually, because it's really not that bad. Play at the very slowest speed, or like number 2 or something, right? Where you can. Uh, it depends on how old they are. Uh huh. Was he waiting for materials? Oh, then he's probably. Oh, well, maybe it was his time off. They take time off. He was missing something. A lot of the time that's the issue is they're missing something. It'll be something stupid, but they'll be missing something. You know. I just want to. There, get on the footstool. Get up there. This game is, but yeah, no. Whenever this game or whenever Forest Village came out and people were bitching about it, and it's like, dude, this is not the same game. Just be clear, not same game, different game. This one is harder and different. Okay, time to slow it back down, because I'm not that great at this game. I don't need 4 builders apparently, so we'll kick that back down to 2. It says I need another fit. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no, that's one thing I'm finding I don't like about it. It's like there's no mini map, is there? I'm not a cartographer. I'm not a cartographer. Nice. Sure can. All right. Just the one. That's all you get. Nice. Right. I'm guessing people can hear the music on this game because I can't. But the pro well, my program's bouncing like the music's playing, which is which is which is fine. It's like the music on this game is okay. Sometimes it reminds me of the Twilight soundtrack, which is weird. Alright, time to look at houses again. Home inspection. Got to build more houses. Because I have people that need their own house. So, how is this place doing? They suck at fishing. Well, that's awesome. Yes, that's a thing I don't like about that game, right? Is generally I'm generally not playing survival city builders for that aesthetic out on the game, if that makes sense. Like, I ain't trying to fight my way through, you know? That part kind of. Right. Just a very odd one. Yes. Let's see. How am I on firewood? I bet that guy will do pretty good. Let's have this guy make lumber for a minute so that we can build that trade post. Let's see, where's it at? Farm supplier. Yeah. This dude right here. My reservist food is low. A chestnut farm making chestnuts yet? Hell no. That's part of my problem. The farms, the chestnut farms, the not farms but orchards, right? They're a bit of a risky undertaking to put in, right? Because it takes several years for you to start making food from them. You know? Which can cause your town to starve to death. That's why you put in like way more farms than you do orchards. Is it? Alright. So I have built a sustainable small town in Banished. From where you and I started, I am at a sustainable point now. Now, but people are going to end up with freaking scurvy from the lack of variation in our diet. But, you know, it is what it is. I feel like this should have more people working there. There we go. We're starting to make beef too. Awesome. Alright, let's check our houses. We need one more house. When you're like this early in the game, you literally have to build the houses just like one by one. Because you will screw yourself if you put in too many houses. I might have done that once. Huh? Nice. I need to put in another animal pen. We've almost got enough food for town. Oh, we can put that road in there. I am out of stone. Excuse me. low on that they're not? I'm low on something. Whoops. There we go. We've almost got our trade post up. We built the farm supplier rather than the actual trade post. Because it's cheaper to buy stuff that way. My health is not so good. My happiness is eh. My health is not so great. Alright. We don't have a whole lot of anything to sell. Darn it. Well, I think I'm gonna save here. Um, Thank you for watching. I appreciate the views. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.